All right, hello guys. I'm about to share my screen. Yeah, I forgot to share my screen. Oh no, I forgot to record. So, anyways, we are here and everybody should be able to see the screen, right? So, damn it. All right, can anybody tell me the answer to question one? By the way, here's a small tip. Many of these questions will not require you to answer E unless you find everything to be wrong. So you should rarely answer E because the answer E is only reserved for when you are like totally confused or the answer is actually E and that's very rare. So yeah, in a test, you should try to answer E one or two times, but you should not use it as frequent as other answers because they would usually be none of the above, especially in these types of tests. If you don't have E in your test, I don't know, just deal with it. Yeah. All right. So number one, can anybody tell me the answer to number one? Anybody? Yeah. You don't need to raise your hand. Just answer immediately. Like I think I should say this.
Eat a carbon dioxide.
Yep, it is carbon dioxide. Um, Actually, carbon monoxide also helps with the greenhouse effect by making more carbon dioxide molecules. But in this case, it talks about like directly contributing, so B is actually wrong. So yeah, A is the correct answer. So wait 1 second, I need to deal with some things. Yeah, all right. So, number two, the momentum of the bullet fired from a gun is larger because of its mass, right? Its mass. It's mass. Like, so in a case of momentum, the smaller the mass, it's going to go way faster. And also, it has a really fast velocity. That's it. But, like, it's. What? Wait 1 second. Um, so, damn it. Yeah. So, yeah, it is B. It is B. It is B. So, question three. What is the function for the ozone layer? Also, for the 6 people who joined before, so there was somebody who was in this class and flipped and used the middle finger, and I trolled them a little bit, and then they just left. So, and they also said the F word in the chat, like they did an F bomb. Very funny. Like they literally, so I renamed myself to bro, you use the middle finger, and then they just got deleted and they just got sent off to the abyss. I did resend them back to the original place though, but then they just left. All right, yeah. So story time done. I don't know. Number three. Does anybody know number three? Also, please stop spamming the chat. Just say it out loud. Does anybody know the answer to number three? Also, please. I don't know. Yeah. Does anybody know the answer to number three?
Yeah,
Can you say it then? Is it A, B, C, or D or E? I keep forgetting E. Yes. Does anybody know the answer to three? It is really, really easy. All right. So a little bit of science here. And the function of the ozone layer is basically a layer here. That's the ozone layer, right? And that's the Earth. This is the Earth, right? Don't mind my ugly drawing. Oh please, don't you need to disable the chat to me? Anyways, so as you can see, it hits the ray. It hits the ozone layer. This is sunlight, all right? Treat this as sunlight. This is sunlight, right? And some of the sunlight gets pointed off the earth, but some others enter so that we can view the rays. So this ozone layer reflects some of the sunlight off so that it reduces the amount of ultraviolet rays hitting the earth. So basically, if you have too many UV rays hitting on you, it could give you cancer. And yeah, basically this layer helps you to reduce cancer rates. So this is really important for a person. Why the hell are people is a person spamming in the chat? Yes, it is D. Yes, it is D. Please stop spamming the damn chat. The chat is not meant for you guys to spam to answer. And if you guys answer, just type it once. Question 4. Which process reduces the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere? Photosynthesis, nitrogen cycle. No, you cannot record this meeting. Which process reduces the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere? Photosynthesis, nitrogen cycle, respiration, or combustion, or none of the above? Can anybody tell me? Anyone? Damn, the chat died. All right. Like, does anybody know the answer to this question? Yeah. So the answer to question number 4 is photosynthesis because it reduces the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. So let me give you an image of photo. Damn you. Dude, how does it know? Why am I going to Photopia? There you go. So photosynthesis uses it uses carbon dioxide to change it into oxygen. Wait. Yeah, so it uses carbon dioxide. Where is it? Formula. Sorry. So the formula of photosynthesis, you don't need to remember this, but the only thing you need to remember is that photosynthesis requires carbon dioxide and it transports to something other than carbon dioxide, in this case, oxygen. So actually, plants are really good for us to get oxygen. So yeah, that's why we always say that plants produce so much oxygen. However, plants are not the major one producing the oxygen. It's algae. Yeah, you should learn that in like 5th grade. Either way, carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is needed for a photosynthesis, and it is needed with water and light. That is why you water your plants so that it can actually it can photosynthesize, and it needs oxygen and it needs carbon dioxide. So remember that it reduces carbon dioxide. Why are people spamming 3? I don't understand. I do not understand. What is this? What? What is this? All right. I'm gonna lock the chat if you just keep spamming. And all right. So which of the following here is a chemical change? The melting of ice, the rusting of iron, the freezing of water, or dissolving salt in water. So does anybody know the answer to this question? Type it in the chat or speak it out loud. I don't really, yeah. So our in quotation marks motto is just speak out loud when I ask you. Yeah. And yes, that is correct. And yes. But what is the answer to number 5? I'm seeing one answer over here. Does anybody have another answer? Damn it. Why are we all right. Why are we just choosing all answers? You can only choose one. Do I really need to make a poll? Oh wait, I can't make polls. Sorry. So the answer to this question, never mind. It's B. It's B. It's B. It's B. It's B. It's B. Please stop spamming 3, or else I'm gonna have to lock you from chatting. How do I do that? Yeah, all right. Either way, I'm muting them. Like, all right, it's so yeah, it's B. Why? A chemical change is a change that you can't change. Like a change you can't reverse back. Sorry. So basically, rusting of iron, you cannot make the iron unrusted. You can melt ice. Oh no, you can always freeze ice again. You can always melt water. Oh no, melt ice. And you can always boil the water so that you get the salt. So all these 3 are not chemical, they are physical. But only B is chemical. Why? You can't unrust iron. The only thing you can do with this is change the color of it. Usually, changes within the chemical scale would change in color, taste, smell, whatever it requires your 5 senses to do, and not something like the state of matter. Yeah. 2 sisters have different fingerprint patterns. Whoa, scary. Because fingerprint patterns actually don't matter. What is the cause of this?
Tí nữa trò chuyện với anh sao?
What?
À không.
We'll just answer it. Just answer it if you want. What is the answer to it? 6. Anybody? Anybody answering this question, or should I answer it? Because yeah. By the way, this test requires a lot of biology for some random ass reason. It is really annoying, and it is kind of unreliable because of this. These tests require a lot of biology, yet they don't have any physics or chemistry. So in the future, you have to learn all of these together. But for now, biology is it. It's really weird. But either way, the answer is A. A fingerprint is basically something that one human has and probably one human has only. Everybody has a special fingerprint. The patterns can be different, but the shape of these patterns are always different. You can have a fingerprint that looks like this, and also one that looks like this, and they'll be still considered that's the same fingerprint, but on the same type. However, they are very different because of their shape. And this is very natural. Everybody will have different fingerprints because of this effect. So yeah. Wow, the chat's not spammed anymore. Don't spam the chat, please. All right. Which of the following activity causes the thinning of the ozone layer? You guys should answer now. It is real. This question too young. I'm just joking. I'm gonna answer this one. So chlorine is one of the main things that breaks the ozone layer, and actually, when chlorine combines with bromine and they go into the ozone layer, it starts to damage the ozone layer and make holes in the ozone layer. Where, as we've done in the previous model, we do this, right? It reflects some UV rays. So let me make an image of what the ozone layer looks like when it has a hole. For example, this could be a hole, right? Now this is the Earth. I don't know how to draw the Earth. So the sunlight will go into this hole and it will never get reflected. It will get reflected from the surface of the Earth, some of them at least. But then most of the sunlight that goes through this hole will not be reflected, and that causes more cancer because UV rays are harmful to your health if you use them a lot. So yeah, it reflects. And usually when you touch here, and then chlorine, it just breaks down and makes more holes into the ozone layer. At least in this part, it can reflect, but when there's a hole, it will not reflect. It will only penetrate through this hole. Why is Martin just saying random words? I don't know. You guys should use annotate, but just don't spam it, all right? You guys can use annotate. Question 8, which of the following is an example of discontinuous variation, which means that there are a limited amount of genes of this. Like, for example, color, it has a discontinuous variation, technically. We can only see a limited amount of colors, technically. You could just break down it, but here's. Discontinuous variation means that you have a select amount of things. For example, you cannot have a discontinuous variation of fonts. That is impossible because people create new fonts every day. However, really? All right, Zoom really sucks. Anyways, there are many other examples, such as maybe the blood group, which is C right over here. What do I mean by blood group? When I mean by blood group, I mean there's only like 32 types. There's only a select amount of blood groups. I forgot what they are, but there are like at least 30 something. So, for example, we have A, we have O, we have B blood type, we have AB, and this is even considering we have A positive, A negative, AB positive, which is the worst one to deal with, AB negative, O positive, O negative, B positive, and B negative. And that is not considering the rare types of blood disease, or rare types like RO, the type of RO. There is a lot of blood types. So that is why it's C, and please do not actually spam destroy it like that. You only, so yeah. Anyways, Mr. Tan's blood group is type A. Which of the following can receive blood from Mr. Tan? So that's saying he's donating blood. And please do not spam it. All right, thank you. It's not evolution. And yes, it is type A and AB. Thank you. Yeah, so type A donors can give it out to type A and AB because type AB has receptors for both A and B. A has type A, so it is A. I don't know, it is A, yeah. Which of the following cannot reduce the impulsive force? An impulsive force is like a force like this. When you're grinding in a pestle and mortar, let me give an example. I think everybody's able to see that. What I just did is an impulsive force. The pen has the impulsive force onto the table. That is what impulsive forces are. And why is evolution here? This is not evolution. There's nothing to do with evolution in physics. So, which of the following cannot reduce impulsive forces? Is it during pounding, the pestle moves really fast to the mortar? Or is it B? B, this is like really late. And no, it's not even O and A, B, it's A. No, it's not A. It's not A. It's not A. The answer here is B. Because what I just did is an example of a pestle and mortar, but because I don't have one at home as of right now, I do have one, but like I can't bring it up. But like either way, it's too heavy. What I did was pounding the pen onto the table, and that's what I just did 3 seconds ago. Whoa! I just realized the answer to question 11. It's just electromucor. Mucor. Yeah, it's usually alcoholic drinks. Nothing else to say. A boy shares this towel with his brothers. That is scary because that's gonna contaminate. Which of the following of the disease can easily spread through the boys? What disease can spread with the boys when you're using a towel? Actually, this is a really dangerous. Oh no, this is a fungus. All right, let's break this down. Malaria is from mosquitoes, so it is not true. Hepatitis A, I think it's a STD, right? Yeah, I think hepatitis.
Yellow fever.
Hepatitis A. Hepatitis A. I think it's an STD, right? Is it a sexually transmitted disease? No, it's all right, all right. All right, so yeah, hepatitis A, despite it is it is actually tinea. Tinea is a disease. It is a disease that is very contagious if you touch a little bit on a towel and then give it to your friends. They may risk the chance to have tinea. So yeah, it is really contagious to the point where that happens. Which of the following substances is used in rocket fuel? It's not yellow fever. Yellow fever is not even there. It's not even there. It's from mosquitoes. This is not a towel. It's not a mosquito unless there's a mosquito on the towel, which is from the boy. And where are you supposed to be at? A. Right. You are wrong. It is not used by diesel. I'm just joking. Why are you making circles everywhere? 13 is B, by the way. All right, liquid nitrogen, liquid, all right, that is very low. That is like negative 190 something degrees Celsius. So if you ever want to touch it, don't. It will burn your hands. Yeah, things get too cold that it sometimes literally burns your hands. So it's not hot. So yeah, liquid hydrogen is the answer. It propels rocket engines. What does it look like a girl? When a yellow light shines on a green object, the object appears to be green. It stays the same color. Because chronic plague. What? Because yellow light is technically just a combination between red, yellow, blue, etc. When a yellow light shines onto a green object, right, it just becomes a green object. Very scary. It has been backed up by science, trust me. Oh no, not a question. I'm not a cook. I'm not a cook. All right. Question 15. Can anybody tell me the answer? Heating palm oil in the air. Why would you heat palm oil in the air? Does anybody know the answer to this? Whoa, water has. I think probably. No, it's not true. Water has a really high boiling point. Like actually, it's D. You add. It's an atom. What? How's it an atom? Why do they add an atom? A literal atom. All right, this question is actually really dumb. I hope it doesn't appear on your test. Because look, hydrogen atoms have really, really low boiling point. So this should literally already become gas when you add atoms into the palm oil. I don't understand this one. The best way to change palm oil to margarine is to wash your damn pan and just throw the palm oil away. You don't want to use it, throw it away. Like, that's the best way. Which of the following is very poor and rich in saturated fats? So that means which one is the most controversial of all? By the way, this is very controversial. This is yes, it's C. It's so yeah. Chicken fat is very controversial.